Hi. So it's so good to be spending this time with you again. This is going to be my third and final week focusing on water when it comes to our health and wellness. Why have I taken a full 3 weeks on our Wellness Wednesdays to talk about water? Because it's that important. People want magical healing, myself including. It would be so awesome to be able to work with someone, to snap my fingers, and then to have everything fixed. But that's not what the healing process is all about. The healing process is about learning how to love and care for ourselves in ways that we really never learned to care for ourselves. And more than that, it's understanding why the things are important for us to do that we're committing to doing. Otherwise, what happens is we walk around like good girls and good boys getting a pat on the shoulder, but in fact, that doesn't create long-term habit structure. What creates a long-term habit structure is making sure that why we're doing things resonates for us, and it's not that we're being told to do something or being focused on what we should be doing. We're supporting ourselves and we're learning how to integrate healing for ourselves based on what really does feel right to us. Now, for those of you that have pushed back at all about drinking water, maybe you've seen a study. Maybe you had a bad experience one time. Maybe it's just hard for you to drink water, so you're trying to naturally find reasons to validate why it's so hard for you. Well, part of why it's hard for us is showing up consistently for ourselves isn't something we've really learned to do. Most of us never even had people consistently showing up for us. Most of us had people showing up for us consistently growing up if we had an issue or a problem. If everything was good and everything was harmonious, most of us didn't have people checking in consciously, seeing how we were doing, and we learned that pattern. We learned when I feel like crap, maybe I'll pay attention to myself. Healing is about learning how to nurture and honor ourselves and allow ourselves to continuously feel good in the body, because we deserve to feel good in the body. We deserve to feel good in the body. Last week, I talked about an affirmation that goes with water. When I first started drinking water, I wrote this affirmation on my water bottle. I took a Post-it note, I took tape, and I wrapped it all around. And it was that I am ready, I am willing, I am able to go with the flow and allow myself to heal. I am ready, I am willing, I am able to go with the flow and allow myself to heal. Water represents flow and being able to embrace life, whatever life gives to us, and that we are able to anchor ourselves in our own wisdom and in our own experience and honor how we actually feel. How many times have you come home, or you know somebody who's come home from a hard day at work, and they say, wow, that was a crappy day, and they open up a beer or they pour themselves a glass of wine? I'm not judging people that do this, but what I'm going to tell you is those people often are not going with the flow. And I can guarantee you most of those people are going to be dehydrated. There's something to say for our attitude in life and how we're able to consistently take care of ourselves, as amazing as this sounds. Now, this is not for you to get down on yourself. This is for you to understand that hydration is a very important point for you to heal and for you to be able to implement other things to be able to feel good while you're implementing them. For example, if you take supplements without properly hydrating, you're not going to probably feel good in a week or two. Or if you are, it's going to take a little while and you're going to notice you might be tired after you take supplements, or you might not notice it at all. And that's the thing, is a lot of times we've deconditioned ourselves to pay attention with how we actually feel. We've not been given permission almost to acknowledge that what we feel is absolutely 100% valid under all circumstances. Now, that doesn't mean that we let those feelings judge or dictate our next move in life, but honoring those feelings and learning how to do that is a critical piece of the healing process. Most of us don't like what we're feeling in our day, and we emotionally eat. Most of us don't like what we're feeling in a day, and we don't hydrate ourselves. In fact, we feel angry, we feel upset, we feel overwhelmed. So we drink coffee, we drink sugary drinks to kind of reward ourselves, to help us feel better, because we're not really feeling good inside. So this is just your friendly reminder. You're watching my channel, you're subscribing below to hear tips and to get down to earth information about what you can actually do to heal your body from the inside out based on the habits that you currently have with yourself. If you're telling yourself that you're drinking enough water, triple check, make sure you are, based on what we talked about last week. For example, if you're drinking 64 ounces of water today, you're having a cup of coffee and a glass of wine tonight, right there, half of your water intake has been removed because those two other drinks are actually very dehydrating to your system. Thankfully for you, you've actually hydrated 64 ounces, but your body by the end of the day is going to say you drank about 30 ounces of water. So if you're going to be drinking coffee first thing in the morning, swap that, have a cup of water first thing in the morning and help that balance out. Same thing if you're going to have a glass of wine. Drink a full glass of water before you have a glass of wine. For me, I would even wait 5 or 10 minutes to see if I still wanted that cup of coffee or if I still wanted that cup of wine. The reason I say that is a lot of times we're not actually craving the thing our brain says we want. A lot of the times we're craving basic support. We're craving the connection to hydration. We're craving the connection to physical touch. We're craving the connection for more vegetables and more protein. It's fascinating when we allow ourselves to really trust ourselves more and we have more curiosity with ourselves. So instead of judging ourselves and putting pressure on ourselves of what we're supposed to do or what we're supposed to do right, instead we pay attention to why we're not able to do a basic thing like drinking water. I don't have the time. I forget. It makes me stay up at night. I don't like the flavor. This is a time to learn how to remove all excuses if you're wanting to heal your body from the inside. The reason it's time to remove all excuses is those excuses have gotten you to where you are right now, feeling constipated, having headaches, feeling tired, having insomnia, feeling maybe anxious, overwhelmed. All of these things can happen when we're not properly hydrated. And you wouldn't think it's all connected, but it's so very, very, very connected. I've been a medical intuitive for over 32 years, and I can tell you baselines that I see in people when I work with them, no matter where they're at in the world. Hydration is always the first place that we start. The more that we connect in and we give ourselves permission to pay attention to what makes it hard to hydrate, the hard part will be in any habit we try to establish for ourselves. So be curious. Don't use your will trying to get yourself to change a habit. Be curious with yourself so that you can properly change habits. Don't use your will to try to change a habit. Be curious with yourself so you can actually fully change your habit structure. Curious of, why is it like this? Why does it feel like this to me? Most people try something, then they say, this doesn't work for me. Well, if try it and it doesn't work for you, and you keep reading study after study after study after study that this is something that you need to feel aligned with your health and wellness and a higher maybe purpose, right? Which is, as strange as it sounds, water can be that powerful of connecting you into a higher purpose for yourself and higher energy level. If it's something so important, why would you put that to the side and say, well, that doesn't work for me? It's what doesn't work for me. What can I do to make this easier for me? How can I allow myself to feel supported by this habit of drinking water? So for me, water was always really hard at first. What I figured out is if I put fruit sliced up and made some spa water, I could then drink it without a problem. We don't want to add sugar like fruit juice into water, but something like cut up fruit and let it go in there over the day. It starts to seep in. It makes a very subtle flavor, which is really awesome to help with training the taste buds to want actually pure quality water. Make sure your source is actually pure quality water. If you want some recipes, if you're interested in getting more information about this, not only subscribe to this, since we're putting content down every single Wednesday, allow yourself though to reach out to my email. My website's intuitionheals.com, intuitionheals.com. When you click in, you're going to see a place to be able to subscribe to my actual email list. Send a note, say, hey, I saw you on YouTube. I wanted to join your list, so I can personally reach back out to you and say, hey, I love to support people empower themselves in the healing journey that we're on. And there are all kinds of studies out there. There are all kinds of things, but this is the thing, is you are your number one study. How you feel when you wake up, that's your number one study. How you feel throughout the day, that's your number one study. It doesn't matter the panel that went through Harvard. What matters is how you're physically feeling and that you're trying things consistently to make sure that they're working for you. Now, can you drink too much water at one time? For success with water, your best thing is to hydrate about 6 ounces every half hour to maybe every 45 minutes. Small, consistent amounts of water throughout the day will hydrate at a faster level for you. Do you have to do it that way? No. If you drink a lot more than that at one time though, you're going to be going to the bathroom a lot. And then I foresee you reaching out to me saying, see, it doesn't work for me. If you're going to the bathroom too much for you, normally it takes about a week for the body to adjust. Now, if you're drinking too much at one time for your particular system, you will go to the bathroom more often. And that's something that you do want to be mindful of. Small, consistent reminders throughout the day. How can you set up small, consistent reminders for your day so that you can succeed and feel good, feel energetic, get a good restful sleep, have your sugar cravings start to go away, and feel more satisfied just overall in your life? Hydration is a magical piece of taking care of ourselves. It's something that most people will do and then they drop, and they do and then they drop. Self-care and healing long-term are how you feel better. No judgment. Get better and better and better at asking yourself with curiosity, why is it that this is hard for me? How can I make this more simple? If you find you can't figure it out, reach out to me. I have some ideas for you. I guarantee you, after doing this work for so long, there's a lot of ideas that come up with any question you might happen to have. But this is the thing, inspire each other. Find a buddy that wants to hydrate with you. Find a buddy that you can reach out to the morning and say, okay, day 1, here we go. Do it for 21 days. And at the end of the day, did you get your 64 ounces of water in? And really allow yourself to pay attention to properly hydrating. You will feel better. You will. So enjoy this. Enjoy learning how to heal yourself. We have gotten into this place, especially in the US, where we've given our health away. We've given the quality of our health away. And we are pretending that doctors can fix us. Doctors can help prescribe things when we are actually broken or when we don't feel well. The thing is there's so much time that gets us to that place. This is the time to learn how to properly care for our bodies, and I want to be by your side in this process. So just Wednesdays, Wellness Wednesday, body, mind, spirit, we are touching all bases when we connect in. And if you want more, subscribe so you get notifications. Also, you're welcome to come to my email. Check out my social media platforms, whatever you want. I'm sharing content all over the place because I want to see you feel better. I want to see you thriving in this world. I want to see you successful in so many different ways. It's hard to succeed financially when you're not feeling well and you're tired. It's hard to succeed creatively when you're exhausted. This is a time to regain all that there is for you to regain so that you can create a quality of life. It is not too late, and you deserve to heal. This is your time. By your choices, you will begin to feel better. Enjoy the journey with hydration.